Who doesn't love funny pet videos, especially when they involve our beloved dogs and cats? Today, we're diving into a compilation of the most hilarious dog and cat videos, all narrated with a humorous twist. So buckle up for a roller coaster ride of laughter. Ever seen a cat trying to assert its dominance over a dog? It's a sight to behold. Imagine this, a tiny, fluffy kitten barely the size of your palm, squaring off against a full-grown golden retriever. The dog's curiosity is piqued, its head cocked to one side. But the kitten? It's all business. Back arched high, tail poofed out like a bottle brush. It's a David and Goliath battle, but in this case, Goliath is more interested in his chew toy than the feisty feline. Then, there's the classic stare down. Picture a sleek Siamese cat perched on the highest shelf, looking down at a befuddled bulldog. The cat, with all the poise of a queen, refuses to budge. Meanwhile, the bulldog can only gaze up, whimpering slightly, confused about why its favorite sleeping spot has been usurped by this aloof usurper. And who can forget the food bowl face-off? You've got a hefty Maine Coon, a breed known for its size, attempting to muscle in on a border collie's dinner. The dog, a breed known for its herding instincts, tries to round up the audacious cat, only to have the feline hiss and swipe, claiming the kibble as its own. Then there are the stealthy ninja cats, the ones who lie in wait and pounce when the dogs least expect it. A Dalmatian innocently strolls by, tail wagging when, bam! A tabby leaps out from behind a couch, causing the dog to jump back in surprise. And let's not forget the cats who think they're dogs, joining in on games of fetch or attempting to wag their tails. It's a chaotic, hilarious spectacle that leaves the dogs bewildered and the cats utterly nonplussed. But in the end, it's all in good fun. Despite the power plays and antics, the cats and dogs often wind up curled together, a testament to their unique and endearing bond. Those cats sure know how to stir things up, don't they? Scene script. Next up we have our goofy dogs who never fail to make us laugh with their innocent pranks. Picture this. A usually calm and collected golden retriever, but this time, he's got a mischievous glint in his eyes. He's spotted the cat's favorite toy, a plushy mouse, and he's decided it's time for a game of keep away. He grabs the toy, sparking a hilarious chase around the living room. The cat, of course, doesn't appreciate the humor, but we, the spectators, can't help but chuckle at the dog's prank. Imagine another scene where a cheeky little pug decides to pull a fast one on his human. The unsuspecting owner leaves his sandwich on the coffee table for just a moment. The pug, sensing an opportunity, hops on the couch, stretches towards the table, and snags the sandwich in a flash. The owner returns to find his lunch missing, and the pug innocently wagging his tail. The prank may be frustrating for the owner, but it's nothing short of hilarious for us. Here's another. A Siberian husky, known for their intelligence and cunning, decides to use these traits for a little mischief. The husky pretends to be sound asleep, snoring and all, while his owner tries to sneak out for work. The moment the door closes, the husky springs into action, turning the house into his personal playground. The owner, watching the secret footage later, can only shake his head and laugh at his pet's antics. But let's not forget the classic doggy prank, the fetch fake-out. A playful Labrador retriever convinces his human to throw a tennis ball for him to chase. The human throws it, and the Labrador sprints after it, only to stop midway, leaving the human waiting and wondering. The Labrador then looks back, tail wagging, tongue out, proud of his little prank. These are just a few examples of the countless pranks our canine companions pull off. Each one is a testament to their intelligence, their sense of humor, and their uncanny ability to bring joy and laughter into our lives. Who knew our furry friends could be such tricksters? Not every cat lands on their feet. Let's see what happens when they don't. Now, we all know cats are quite the acrobats. They leap, they climb, they perform feats that would make a trapeze artist green with envy. But every once in a while, they have what we can only describe as a catastrophic fail. Take, for instance, the feline who fancied herself a high jumper. With eyes on the kitchen counter prize, she crouched, wiggled her hindquarters, and leapt, only to miss by a whisker and tumble back down to earth. Did she sulk? Not a chance. She shook herself off and resumed her quest, proving that the phrase, cat's pride, isn't just for show. Then there's the kitty who launched an all-out assault on her own tail. Round and round she went in a dizzying whirl of fur, faster and faster until, whoops! Down she went, tail still defiantly untamed. But did she admit defeat? Of course not. She simply repositioned herself and continued the chase with renewed vigor. And who can forget the tabby, who decided to take on the mighty vacuum cleaner? With a fierce hiss and a swat, she charged at the machine. But alas, the vacuum held its ground, and our brave warrior was sent skidding across the floor, leaving a trail of dust bunnies in her wake. But did she run away? Absolutely not. She regrouped, puffed up her fur, and prepared for round 2. Finally, we have the cat who thought he could outsmart the red laser dot. Darting here, there, everywhere, he pounced, swatted, and even tried a mid-air somersault. But that pesky dot always managed to elude him. Did he give up? Never. He simply squinted his eyes, twitched his tail, and readied himself for the next round. Well, they may not always succeed, but they certainly win at making us laugh. And now, for some dogs who are masters of, well, creating disasters? Picture this: a quiet afternoon, a serene living room, a peaceful vase sitting on the edge of the table. Enter stage right, a wagging tail, a mischievous gleam in a pair of puppy dog eyes. In an instant, the peace is shattered, literally, by our four-legged friend, who just couldn't resist that tail-wagging temptation. But oh, the look of surprise on that innocent face. It's as if they are saying, "Was that me? Did I do that?" Next we have the classic, the timeless, the ever-so-popular Pillow Massacre. A living room turned into a winter wonderland, except the snowflakes are feathers, and the snowman, well, let's just say he's seen better days. And at the center of it all, a proud pup, basking in the glory of their fluffy destruction. Their eyes seem to sparkle with the joy of accomplishment, and who are we to deny them that? Now imagine a garden, blooming with beautiful flowers, a picture of tranquility. But alas, tranquility is not on our canine friend's agenda for the day. One moment, the flower beds are brimming with blossoms, the next, it's a dog-sized crater. The flowers? Well, they've made a swift journey to the other side of the garden, courtesy of our doggy tornado. Yet despite the floral catastrophe, we find ourselves chuckling at the sight of a wagging tail sticking out of the hole. From vases to pillows, gardens to garbage cans, our canine companions have a knack for turning the ordinary into extraordinary disasters. Each incident a comedy of errors, a display of pure, unadulterated doggy enthusiasm. And while we may sigh at the sight of the mess, there's always a chuckle hiding behind that sigh, because in the end, it's not just about the chaos they create, but the laughter they bring. Despite the mess, we can't help but love these lovable troublemakers. Now let's relive some of the funniest moments from our video. Let's start with the Great Cat Rebellion. There was that one feline who decided to redefine the laws of gravity, leaping towards the ceiling fan only to find out mid-air that it's not a giant hamster wheel. A lesson learned, perhaps, but a hilarious one for us. Then, we had the silly pranksters of the canine world. Remember our fluffy friend who discovered his tail for the first time? The endless chase had us in fits of giggles. And we can't forget the dog who mistook the sprinkler for a wild, water-spewing beast. His brave yet comically futile attempts to fight it off left us rolling with laughter. How about those catastrophic fails? The tabby who attempted a stealthy approach towards a laser light only to skid across the room and crash into the couch certainly stole the show. And who could forget the kitten who mistook the fishbowl for a swimming pool? A wet and surprised kitten sure can make for a comical sight. And of course, our dogs, the masters of disaster. The bulldog who decided to help with gardening by digging up the entire backyard was a sight to behold. And the Labrador who mistook the sofa for a giant chew toy, well, the aftermath was a fluffy cloud of hilarity. Remember, laughter is the best medicine and our pets are the best comedians. Until next time, keep laughing and loving your pets.